brother. First come, first served. Devil Dog compound's open, brothers. Come on down. Busy day, busy day. The world's falling apart, and I'm just living in it. Woo. Let's go get a drink. Got more VA appointments. It's gonna be great. Great times, great times. Ah, that's better. I bought a seat cushioner. They're like a back support seat thingy. Good old Amazon. Straight from China. Feels pretty good. I gotta get used to it. Gotta break it in. But if you got a little arch support for my back, I just need to fix the seat. Maybe lower it. There we go. How about this? There we go. There we go. All right, let's get to it. Got riots to stop and protests to continue out here in good old California, man. Candy, what's up, Candy? Candy Cane. Super 5, what's going on, brother? What's up, James? How you doing, man? Super 5. Welcome to the Devil's Compound, brother. Oh, boy, what happened here? Oh, just slow construction. How you doing, man? Long time no see, long time no talk. What is going on? What are they building here? I see, said the blind cat. Anyways, devils. Woo, man, California's doing good. Oh, they're repaving it? Oh, they're redoing it. All right, boys. Caltrans, fixing up the roads for us. Marines are still out there in LA. National Guard's deployed. I'm sure everyone's seen the videos. That's it, man. No one really cares, you know. My brother has a good friend out there busting caps. Busting caps, kicking ass and taking names. You know how it do. What's up, Daniel? Super 5, brother. Welcome to the Devil's Compound, man. If you're new here and you want to know what's going on, well, I started this channel just to drive around California, show you guys what the world is really like. Community for veterans, Navy, Air Force. We got, you know, Navy guys. We got some squids in here. We got some devil dogs. We got some huas. And what else? Air Force, I'm sorry. Time, I know you're gonna be mad, brother. Time, yeah, he's our Air Force guy. A lot of retirees. It's a great little channel, man. Say hi, say what's up. We talk, shoot the shit. Get a lot of crazy input, you know, a lot of solve the world's problems. But help me, man. I started this for helping me, man. So if I seem a little selfish, it's because, you know, no, I just, you know, talking to people, you know, getting to see what the real world is like. Communicate with veterans and all of our problems. Hey, Young Candy checking in. Roger up, boys. Busting caps, bro. Busting caps and taking names, man. I posted a short. The last short I posted is from a good friend of my brother's. He's an acquaintance of mine. He's a good friend, you know. But he's LAPD down there busting caps, dude. You gotta watch it, dude. It's from a body cam of him, and he's taking fools down. And you know, it's actually kind of a scary video because it pans off to the left a little bit, and you can see some horses, dude. And the horses don't mess around. You know, can't mess around with the officer's horse, dude. No way. That and a canine. Don't do it. You know, don't do it. Other than that, everything's just smooth sailing, man. Don't let the riots fool you. You know, it's still the same. They just riot around these concrete buildings, like these federal buildings. No one goes. No one cares. You know, a bunch of unemployed people, or what did I say earlier? Unemployed or disenfranchised. So you got unemployed people there, people that probably really do want to protest. What's up, KNC? Bass fishing, Super 5, brother. I saw the short video. Oh, nice, dude. It's sweet, huh? Yeah, he's a cool dude. Good, hard-working dude. I guess he's been at work. I mean, this dude's been at work for the last, like, week. And he came home, said hi to the family, and slept, like, a couple hours, and they have to go back out. It's pretty gnarly stuff. But in the protest, you got people that actually want to protest, you know, hold a sign, probably with their mom and dad, or, you know, it's a weird thing people do. And, you know, they annoy everyone, but, you know, you can do what you want. You know, and then you got your disenfranchised people, you know, that don't feel like a part of this country, or don't feel like, or the country's wronged them in some way. You got your unemployed guys that go out there. You got paid actors that go out there for sure. And then you got, like, the one biggest, and then you got just, like, retarded kids, right? I mean, I was a teenager at one time, and, you know, I grew up with Fuck the Police by NWA. All this little woke crap out there, that ain't NWA shit, you know? And, you know, we had 187. Yeah, so, you know, that you know. But you got people that are, what's the name for it? Society, oh, shoot, I forgot. But Revenge of Society, you know, those are the school shooters, you know, they hate society so much that they will go and attack it at all means. They want everyone to be sunk down to their level, you know. So those people are always around, you know. In China, these guys will go into schools or with a knife or a car, you know. They'll start ramming people with cars. In America, people just kind of throw stuff at buildings, I guess, you know. Every once in a while you get it, like the guy that drove his car in the New Orleans Mardi Gras scene. Like, you get guys like that too, but the majority, and you just got your political actors. So there's a couple groups of people that go to these things, out of towners, you know. Mall contents. What's up, KNC? Bass fishing, man. I haven't been fishing in a while. That sounds pretty fun. But yeah, these protesters, man. I mean, like I said, I say this to everyone. You guys jump out this window, you'll see just every family going to work, trying to do something. You know, all this protest. You know, that's in a block by block basis. You know, there's a bunch of retards. You know. I mean, you only have so much time in the day. You sleep for 4 to 8 hours a day. It gives you 16 hours left. Not, you know, what do you do during the day? Oh, I go out in LA and stand in the 100-degree heat and protest. Well, no one really cares. You know, it's like, what? Just silly, you know, silly stuff. You can never, as much as I would love to go in there and crack some skulls, you know, go guns blazing, smoke some fools, but you just gotta let, if you're looking at a society, you gotta let these people do that, you know. You almost have to. It's if you squish down the people that really don't matter, like them protesting out in LA, you'll cause more people to get pissed off. So the one thing government can't do is piss off more people. So the government can't piss off the people. Let the rioters piss off the people, and it'll get squashed, you know, eventually. Give it a couple more days. Summer's coming around. It's gonna be hotter than balls out here. Indoctrinated? Yeah, indoctrinated for sure. You got, you know, that's why you got those protesters that go out and actually think they're protesting against something. You know, they're indoctrinated. They're you know, whatever aisle the spectrum of political wise they come out. But yeah, and then those are the people I actually want to see protest. You know, those are the 9-year-old ladies, the single moms, the 500-pound fat lady screaming that Mexico owned California and whatever timeline she's talking about. You know, those people are fine. They're really, I mean, those, you know, you can't get mad at peasants, you know, or retarded people. You got to let them do their thing. It's the ones that start throwing shit. Those are the ones that, you know, we all know that, you know. And hey, man, I was a kid once too, bro. And if I can throw a rock through a window at the age of 17, probably not 7, probably younger, probably 15, I probably would have, you know. I probably would have, yeah. Spray paint, you know, I would have spray painted like, you know, you spray paint something stupid because you and your buddies find it funny. You don't really think outside your own skull. That's what I would do, man. I probably would have done that for sure. Me and my brother and like his friends for sure. Me and my boy Box, my boy, I had a best friend growing up named Box, dude. We would have done it. And my nephew, you know, you just get caught in the moment, you know, and you can see why. But once you get pinched, man, that's it. You know, that's when reality. And that, you know, from my point of view, I think they're starting to arrest a lot of people now, which is fantastic. You know, going to jail should be a very humbling experience. Let's see, no fireworks. Oh, and it's 4th of July. Hey, the military parade was dope, dude. The 200. I'm not a big Hua fan. You know, me doing a couple years in the Marine Corps changes my mind, but no, that was a cool. I hope Trump does that for the Marine Corps. That would be sick, dude. That it won't be as big. The Marine Corps is not as big, but that would be legit. You know, you would have, oh God, I mean, I would love to see my uniform in that parade, the one I wore. I don't know if they'll show it, because it's an ugly one. What's up, fellas? What's up, Jackson? How you been, brother? Semper Fi, man. Semper Fi. Yeah, I hope he does them. That was a cool parade, man. I can't believe they rode out the tanks, the M1 Abrams. They had half tracks. They had everything, dude. That was pretty gnarly stuff. I didn't think they were going to roll out the tanks, because you got to change the track. It's just, I don't know. I'm surprised they didn't damage the street. I'm sure they got parade tracks, you know, with rubber bottoms on the track, or it doesn't just grind the street into an oblivion. But that was a cool parade, man. The Golden Knights jumped down. It was a good speech. Melania looked good. There was Vance was there. Everyone was pretty much there chilling. That was 250 years of Army dominance, dude. The Marine Corps one would be cool, because you'd have the silent drill team or something. The Marine Corps silent drill team, the Marine Corps band. Our uniforms are way nicer than those pieces of crap. Our uniforms are the sickest. You got to admit that, boys. If you're a veteran listening, you got to admit that. You got to admit that, man. You got to. And it has gold in it, like. And you know our great leader in Trump. He loves his gold. That'd be cool. I wonder, like, Veterans Day or something. I don't know. But that was a cool parade, man. On a, what was that? On a Saturday, right? Saturday, something? What was it? It wasn't yesterday, was it? Oh, yeah, Saturday. And then, boys, we're going to have a No Kings protest on July 4th. So everyone show up, you know. Show up and grab a lawn chair and a brewski. It's going to be a great protest. Everyone, the whole country protests No Kings on July 4th. Nice trip pics. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's see if the girls are working tonight, fellas. Is this guy got turned? Ooh, all white buses. You know, all white buses. Are they blacked out windows? I wonder where those buses are going. They're all white buses with blacked out windows. I wonder where they're going. Interesting. Yeah, it was a great parade, man. I couldn't ask for anything better. Weather was good because it was supposed to rain, I believe. People were outside. I would have been out there drinking a brewski right in that middle. There was a big old lawn in the middle of the white. It was in in front of the White House or something. But there's a big old circle. I would have been right in that middle of that circle having a couple brewskis, man. Throwing the pigskin around. You know how it be. You know how it would do. Got to go to the VA appointment today. I got to poke my brain some more. Make sure I'm not losing my marbles. Are you on the hunt for Itchy and Scratchy? Oh, I forgot I used to call them Itchy and Scratchy. Yeah, they're not. I haven't seen them, man. The streets are getting. Dude, I mean, there was a whole year. I've lived here my whole life. You see them all the time, and ladies of the night, you see them all the time up and down my street. But the last couple days, nothing, nada. I wonder if, I mean, the federal government's now in California, boys, so I don't see them, man. I don't see them. There's gonna be one, because one won't get the memo, you know. I guarantee all the top prostitutes that are out here, I bet they're hey, I bet they watch the news. I bet someone's told them, hey, if you guys are out there, and who knows these days, you know. But there's always one lady that doesn't get the memo, you know. That one poor soul. It always happens. There's always one. You know, at the end of a meeting or business meeting, there's always someone raising their fucking hand and answering stupid questions. It's like, dude, shut up. You know, extending the meeting even longer. Oh, only king is Jesus Christ. Who's seen that video of that big Mexican dude saying, Jesus Christ, I love you? You see that? And then he tries to crip walk or something. What's up, Lee? How you doing, brother? Escort greater than streetwalker. Yeah, escorts are greater than. They're not equal to. They're greater than. I don't see one. Holy shit. Maybe I kind of took a different route. I didn't go up and down the whole street, but usually, I don't know, man. Things are kind of changing. America's changing for the better or for the worse, but the dials are changing, man. So far, so good. I'm not complaining. Good morning. Hey, Bobo Howard. What's up, brother? Simplify, man. How you guys doing? Welcome back. Hey, we got people here from all over the world, you know. My boy Chris from Deutschland. We got Bobo from Denmark representing the Vikings out there. Hell yeah, man. We got people from all over the states joining in, saying hi. First time, or a long time listener, first time caller. That's that, man. I grew up with AM radio, man. Rush Limbaugh. I had to listen to Rush Limbaugh my whole life. How that guy did what he did for so long is very impressive. Sad that he passed, but life goes on, man. What's up, Hank? Maybe the cost of housing will come down as they deport illegals. Hank, I never. Yeah, I mean, you got a point. I can't. You know, if there's less demand, right? Less demand, the prices start slipping down. Like I said, boys, I live in California, and I can show you houses that are worth millions. Beautiful houses, people rightfully bought them, you know, at one time or another. Then I can show you a shack worth just the same. You know, it's all, you know, oh. Yeah, I mean, that would be great, man. Oh, shit. It wouldn't be great for someone who owns a house out here because the market will slip down. But it's inflated anyways. There's houses out here that are 900 square feet worth $500,000. Like, that ain't, you're paying almost like $4,000 for a mortgage of a 900, like a apartment or a condo, dude. No way, no way. Only like 10 years ago, my buddy lived right by the Staples Center, right by where Kobe's house, man, in an apartment in a big building at the very top. It was ridiculous. It was stupid. It was the dumbest apartment ever, but it was cool because we get to go hang out with my boy I served with in downtown LA and just walk around. We don't have to worry about DUIs or getting too drunk. He was paying $3,000 like 10 years ago for rent. And that same apartment now is probably up to like $6,000 per rent. For sure, dude. For sure. It's ridiculous. What's up, Outlaw? MAGA, hell yeah, brother. Semper Fi, man. Make America great again. Flying high again. Oh, we're always flying high, baby. Touch the clouds, baby. Touch the clouds. Woo, woo. Touch the clouds, baby. Cloud 9, flying high. Yeah, man. Make America godly again. Hey, godly's a good one. Cali is number 1 in people leaving the state. Yeah, I heard that. I heard like 4.2 million people are leaving California. I mean, I mean, this is, let me get my decorations so the world can see my medals. I mean, it's whatever out here. I can drive you guys to LA. We might go to LA Wednesday. Let it calm down after the weekend. There'll be a bunch of graffiti and blah, blah, blah. People will be out there with sandblasters blasting off the graffiti. Happens all the time. But here's the thing, man. Like, they got 4 years of this stuff. They got 3.5 more years. 3 years and what, 9 months? You know, what are they going to protest for 3? They're all going to be arrested eventually. You know, watch. And 4 years from now, there won't be any noise like this ever again. I just shared your live stream. Oh, Outlaw, thank you, brother. Semper Fi, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, if you're new here, brother, I just made this channel. I was going through some things up in the noggin. I had a couple good friends take their own lives. You know, if you served, that's kind of a deal you make with the devil. I wanted to reach out and you know, I failed to reach out to my own buddies and froze. Did my stream go down? There we go. Thanks, Bobo. Semper Fi, brother. I lost everyone. Let's see if everyone gets back. The No Kings look like a gentle convention. Look like something. I don't. What does that say? I can't read it. I follow Dirty Money here. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, Dirty Money. Dirty Money is a good patriot, brother. Outlaw, hell yeah, man. Dirty Money is a good dude, man. Good dude. He's funnier than shit. Yeah, he's a good patriot, man. Awesome. I'm glad you guys stopped in, man. Yeah, sorry about the lag, boys. Bobo tries to let me know when it's lagging. So sometimes I can't see or I can't tell. But we got about like 30 more mics till I get to the VA hospital. Shouldn't industries that use cheap immigration labor be coming down in price? I don't know. That's I don't know. I don't know how that all works. I mean, they're going to be fined up the yin yang, you know. You know that federal government's going to be fining those companies, especially out here in California. A bunch of left-leaning companies, you know, they're going to get hammered by the federal administration. But yeah, I started this channel. They're, are you straight? Yeah, I'm super outlaw. Just to reach out and, you know, I messed up not being there for my buddy, so maybe I can just be around for someone else, you know. Yeah, I had a good friend I served with go out and shoot himself, and then my best friend growing up hung himself. So it was a weird year for me, man, and life changed pretty quick after that for me. But like food industry, construction industry are both record highs. I would think so. I mean, I don't know, man. Like construction and food and warehouses. I mean, there's got to be a ton of these places out here in California. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. Hey, handsome. Hey, Chin, what's going on? Semper Fi. Are you straight? What's up, Lima? Yeah, I'm straight as an arrow, brother. I'm straight as a circle. Do I look like a lady boy? Hey, lady boy. You lady boy? We all lady boys. Yeah, it might. I mean, they're going to have to, if they want to keep their business going, they're going to have to hire, you know, regular Joe Schmoes. A lot of industries are going to be kind of, I don't know, man. I don't know how that's going to affect, like, construction crews. And out here, it's already, like, affecting traffic, because I swear there's not that much traffic out here anymore. I swear to God. Stack of Bibles. I could drive to the beach and back, no problem. I've done it. I can drive to LA and back, no problem. Which is wild, because growing up in SoCal, man, you had to plan for like at least an hour and a half of traffic anywhere you went, dude. Or at least an hour. You want to go to the beach, dude, you're gonna sit on those freeways for an hour. It'll probably take you an hour and 45 minutes just to get to the beach. Now it's a straight 30-minute shot, man. It's a piece of cake. Hey, we're back. Thanks, Bobo. Super Fi, man. Super Fi. Like industry, yeah, dude. I don't know. That's gonna be a weird one. I don't know. Some places might just not make it. You know, some places might close, which is their own damn fault. You know, you hire people you're not supposed to, pay them under the table. Not a good business practice, you know. McBuffer, it's you, McMuffin. What are you, sealing? McLovin? Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be really interesting. But those companies that were, you know, probably hiring illegal immigrants, trying to pay them under the table, not a good business practice, and they were probably doing other shady stuff. You know, if you find one red flag, you can probably find another one. Harmony is down bad. What's up, Dale? Oh. Yeah, those businesses that hire illegals, they're either something, you know, it's one red flag after another, one red flag after another. You can probably, they probably don't pay their taxes. They, you know, a lot of these places probably will get shut down, which is, again, fine with me. Dude. you can't run a legit business, then it's not a business. It's a corrupt organization, you know, that you're just trying to pawn money off. Which, if you want to be a criminal or a corrupt guy and skate the government, that's fine with me too, brother. Like, I'm not a big fan of government anyways. You know, go do your thing, boo-boo. Yep, you're right. What is harmony? Harmony. Yeah, it says harmony, right? What is that? Harmony is down bad? What? Like harmony as in the civilian harmony? Like everyone is kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Like that harmony? What are we doing? Harmony, is that a business? Sounds like a business. Sounds like a business for lady boys. Hey, lady boy, you pretty lady boy. Oh, I saw a lady boy the other day. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was... Oh God! It wasn't a lady boy. This was a tranny, dude. This was a straight up tranny. Ugh, it was gross. I can't think of Gorlock the Destroyer. Think of that freaking thing. If you guys know who Gorlock the Destroyer is, it's a big, fat dude. And your army boots? And my army boots? They're Marine Corps boots. They're Miss Chin. And your army boot. That's a good one. No. But Trump has stopped raids on game, restaurants, and hotels. But Trump has stopped raids on... has he? What's up, BG? I heard that he didn't go after the farmers, because let's be clear, farming's a pain in the ass, dude, and farmers need all the help they can get. And if someone wants to get paid to go farm, by all means, devil dog, go do your thing. Restaurants, maybe. I mean, that should be a health service violation, you know? You got that can't be an illegal immigrant, dude. You don't know what kind of disease that these fools have coming in from all over the world, cooking my food. You know, that could fall under the health service violation, which is even worse for a restaurant, you know. Hotels. The mama sons in hotels, I always try to, every time I stay in a hotel with the maids, I always try to give them a beer. They never accept. They never accept my gratitude. Love the mullet. California supports the majority of red states. That's a fact. That's a fact. Thank you, brother. Yeah, it's coming in clean, right, man? I'm trying to get California red over here, man. Everyone's telling me, dude, you should move out, you know, come to Oklahoma, which Ben wants me to come out to Oklahoma and hang out. Alaska too. And but you know, go to Florida, the gun laws and stuff. You know, I can't give up. The guy's pissing on the side of the road. The universal man stands to piss. You know, the head down and you kind of look down at your feet. Florida has a spot. Hey, yeah, Florida. Yeah, Uncle Andy knows about Florida, man. But I got to fight with California, man. I can't leave my big bro here. Me and my big bro have been fighting California since we were born, baby. We never seen this state red, and by golly, it will turn red by the time I die. Which state has the most relaxed gun laws? Oklahoma, man. Where Bullseye Ben's from, man. Bobo. You got to look at Ben's YouTube channel, dude. This guy, he has a whole he can support a whole platoon, man. If the world comes to the end, I'm going to Ben's house, dude. Zombie attack, I'm going to Ben's house, man. I'm gonna go to Oklahoma and then go to Massachusetts or New Hampshire, because that's where my other buddy stays. I would say Oklahoma, Texas, Oklahoma. I mean, dude, you go to North Dakota, I'm sure they have no problem. I was in South Dakota or Idaho or Wyoming, And you can just buy bullets and guns at the local gas station, which that was wild for me, yo. Like, I walked into a gas station. I'm going to the biker rally in South Dakota, man. And I'm driving, and we pull over at a gas station. And right when you walk in, there's a huge shelf of just rounds, 5.56, 2, 9mm, 4, thousands of them at this gas station. And I looked at the lady. I was like, "Hey, excuse me, ma'am, this might sound kind of weird, but I'm not from here. Can I buy these right now?" And she goes, "Oh, yeah, they're like $9 a box." I was like, "What?" Like that was, I'm American as a mother effer, dude. And that was surprising to me. I was like, "Oh, this is awesome." The only states that are anti, like, boomsticks are California, and California is not that anti. It's just not. You hear a lot of stories about California being a little anti. It's fine. I'm not. LA, you go to LA County, you know, you're not going to find a boomstick store in LA County. Maybe you will. I'm sure you will. Actually, now that I think about it. But New York, I know New York's the biggest, and Chicago, but I'm sure in Chicago you can still buy them. You know, they just like make you wait one more day. You know, you can't buy it that day, which is kind of sucks. But in Oklahoma, I think you can buy it right over the counter. In California, there's just so many people. You know, you can't. As much as I hate saying it, all the illegals out here, man. If they can buy a gun, like I'm glad in California you can do I'm glad there's a sanctuary state with background checks for boomsticks. You know, I'm glad they put that on themselves. You know, there's just too many unknown people, and they're all getting deported, boys. They're all getting. I mean, dude, what time is it? You know, I mean, this freeway I'm driving on at 10, even at 10 o'clock back in the day, jammed. Dude, the semi trucks, the cars, it would be fucking jammed. It would be so jammed. I would like jokingly think about, because there's like we have huge like bridges going across other bridges, you know, like overpasses. And I would always look at the overpasses. One day these things are going to crumble with the weight of the traffic. I was like, there's no way this bridge was meant to support, you know, 50 cars in park. But not anymore, man. I swear, the deportations have gotten the illegals off the streets, because that's how you get pulled over. You know, that's an easy pullover, because they don't have tags, they won't have a license plate, their cars will be all beat up. You know, you got cracks in your windows, you got a missing hubcap. I would pull your ass over. You know, party time. I'm here. Hey, what's up, brother? The crayons. I'm still going with red. And I like a good commie red to eat, man. I like a good red crayon. Blends in with my gums after dipping all day. You know. After chewing tobacco all day and my jaw gets all chopped up from the fiberglass, I like to eat a red crayon every now and then. Makes it look nice, like it's not all bloody. Blends it in, you know, washes it away. Oh, here's a bum. Hey, bum. Just 3 combat tours. That's bullshit. 3 combat tours. That's bullshit. The guy has 3 combat he was a bum, holding up a sign that says 3 combat tours, blah 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 blah. I doubt it. The guy had no tattoos, no moto tattoos. You would see a moto tattoo. I doubt it. He should be VA connected, or in service. You know. People like that, I get really weird about, because you should be service connected. You shouldn't be asking for money. You shouldn't be trying to get sympathy for your combat tours. And he was about like 60 years old, 50. There are a lot of red flags. Trump and Elon 2028. Hey, that would be sick, man. Could Elon be VP? Even though he's not a born U.S. citizen? I jumped from crayons to markers. They hit harder. That a boy, Bobo. Hitler also used the same tactic. Yeah, I guess, dude. Like, sure, I'm sure he did. You know, what tactic is that? Rounding people up? I think every government uses that tactic. Are you going to tell me history? History is repeating itself. History doesn't repeat itself per se. It's just human, one human to another. We're all the same. There's only one race, brother, the human race. Bullseye Ben, I stole that from you. Hitler did the same thing. Here comes another Hitler guy. Let it go, bro. Let it go. Hi, sexy from Carol. What's up, Jamie? Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon, mama. What's going on? I have 0 tattoos and 3 combat tours. Odd, right? I don't know. Do you go around, Mr. Smith, with cut-off sleeve shirts? That's the bum. He had his cut-off sleeve shirt. Oh, you'd have to have one. You'd have to have one. He had a tattoo. He had tattoos, but no military-related tattoos that I could tell. I should have stated that. It's not that he didn't have tattoos. He had tattoos, but they I didn't see cross rifles. I don't know. I don't buy that, man. I never buy veterans standing outside asking for money. White beater shirt for I used to rock those all the time, dude. I gotta get back in shape so I can wear them again. Also acting like he's supporting the working class while surrounding himself with oligarchs. Raku La Perel, sounds like you're not American, bro. I wouldn't expect you to understand what Americans are going for. And yes, if I were president, I would also surround myself with very, very rich people. There's one thing I wouldn't surround myself with: poor people. Because poor people are poor for a reason. They're really dumb. And they're not good with money. If you want to be rich, the one thing you do with your money is save it. It's not that hard. Not that hard. Frugal spending. 1 or 2 meals a day and a roof over your head and maybe a mattress. That's all you really need. Lost everyone. Sorry, guys. Why do you care if someone's a billionaire? I live in California, man. Right. They are actually working on rewriting the election process. Whether or not he will actually succeed is yet to be seen. What? If either did what? If Biden or Obama did that, y'all, I don't care about. Biden doesn't even know what year it is, and Obama's, a wartime president. That was like 10 years ago. Why? My question is, why do you care about our millionaires and billionaires in the United States? Why do you care about where people get their money from, or how they make it, or if they earned it? Why do you? You missed a bunch, brother. I don't really care. I mean, what are we talking about, man? So if Trump is a king, then why? Or yeah, we're preparing. If Biden or Obama did that, y'all would lose your minds. If either of them did what? Supporting the rich at this point. Oh, so if you become a politician, you can't have rich friends, dude. Where do you live? Where do you live? We live in 2 different worlds if you talk like that. Because I live in Southern California, man. And if you don't know anything about Southern California, There's a lot of money here. A lot of people have a lot of money. So when you say someone's a millionaire, like, everyone out here is a millionaire in California. When you say someone's a billionaire out here, dude, this is California, man. Everyone's a billionaire out here. Like, whether you have money or not shouldn't be the reason why or why not you can't do anything. And Elon Musk, that guy's building rockets. I don't see anyone else building rockets that go into space. Not even governments can do that. So it sounds jealous and pity, man. Like, you talk about other people's money, use words like oligarchs. Last time I checked, a very rich man gave me a job once, and then he paid me, and I have a house and a family, and I have great stuff and things I can buy. I would suggest you work harder, you know? The United States government prints out money by the tonnage, and they have to cut it with the big old laser cutter. You can even take a tour. You pay money to take a tour to see how money's made. Like, you get mad over it. It's weird, man. One thing you never talk about is politics, religion, and how people make their money. And it's just a sign of jealousy. You know, you talk about how these guys make their money. They make their money because they can. It's out there. That's capitalism, baby. It's capitalism. I'm a millionaire. Yeah. A millionaire thinks a billionaire is poor, you know, or a billionaire thinks a millionaire is poor. You know, a millionaire thinks a thousandaire is poor. You know, it's all, you know, how you perceive money. And it seems like you put a high value on money, on just paper with old people faces on it. You know, our great leader George. I think, yes, Bobo, I remember Arnold Schwarzenegger could run for governor, but he could not be able to run for president. Yeah, you can't run for president. You got to be born here. You got to have a birth certificate. You can. I don't know about vice president though. Bro, should I come to the United States? Yeah, if you want, man. You got to get the right paperwork though. More money means the money is less valuable, dude. I don't know, man. You have a different outlook on life, which is fine. But money doesn't become less valuable, dude. It's as valuable to you as you think it is, you know. To me, it's not that valuable. I don't even spend it. I save all those money, all the dead presidents. I just leave it in the bank, and I have a good life. Hey, Basilica, what's up, man? Also, last I checked, I take orders from no man. I do what I want, when I want, how I want to do it, benefit of the freedom I fought for. And that's it right there. Yeah, the one thing a lot of Americans know is exactly what Jason just said, bro. It's no American will ever listen to another man. That's anti-American. And it's gay. Imagine listening to another dude you didn't know because he thinks he's right. Well, it's super gay. You really don't understand economics, do you? Dude, I don't give a flying fuck about economics. What are you talking about? What, are we going to write a paper on economics, dude? What, are you going to solve the world's problems with your knowledge on economics? Come move to California, and then you tell me about economics, because I don't think you understand. I think I don't really call people poor, like money-wise, but I think you're really poor, or you don't understand where money comes from. and I think you're a little poor upstairs. That's what I really call people, is poor upstairs. You have this weird outtake where you want everything to be fair, and it's not fair, and money should be shared, and the trickle-down effect, dude. No one fucking cares. Know what I care about? Getting to my VA appointment. That's what I care about. And I got to pick up my dog. She got a haircut, which is going to be nice. I don't buy anything. Cali is a cesspool. It is. It is. But I'll tell you what, there's a lot of millionaires and billionaires out here. That's the benefit of being a hobo. The world is your playground. Yeah, man, I just like the bums, dude. What's up, Rich Davids? How you doing, brother? I just want enough to get by. I got a garden going, and I have enough to eat. Rich, there you go, brother. That's how I am, man. I can fill up my tank. I can pay whatever bills I have, and I can go out to dinner and have a couple beers every now and then. You know, that's the game. I don't have time. Like the people protesting yesterday. Think about it, man. People protesting for 3 hours out of the day when you should be working, getting healthier, working around your house or wherever property you own. But they take their time out of the day to stand there for no reason. No one's going to pay attention. You're making more enemies standing out in the street waving an upside down flag, you know? You're making more enemies. People will go out and vote against not just your ideas, but they'll make it personal and go against you. That's my, like, what happened yesterday? I saw a couple of fat Mexican chicks holding up a flag. It's all right, well, I